Well, good afternoon, folks, and welcome to Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. And today is kind of windy, and it's a lot better out now than it was earlier this morning. This snow was going sideways, and then the rain was going sideways, but it seems to have cleared up now, so that's good. And we have a storm surge warning on for our north shore today, so possible flooding out there. I guess the tide will be high this afternoon, and the winds are pushing right on that side of the island, so they could be having some troubles out there today. So we'll get to the weather here. At the moment we're at 2 degrees Celsius, so kind of a January thaw in January. And it is 35 degrees Fahrenheit. At the moment the winds are north at 37 miles per hour. So it's kind of breezy today. And we are supposed to get to 2 degrees today, so that's where we're at. Chance of flurries, but I don't think we're going to get any more of that. Tomorrow is 1 degree and it's mostly cloudy. Sunday is 0 and cloudy. Monday is cloudy and -2. And then flurries for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and -3 all those days. So fairly reasonable, I guess. So you get up to January 16th. That means we'll be in the middle of the month, and really didn't have any major snowstorms, let's say, for the first 2 weeks of January. If we get to the 16th without any, then it kind of looks like we will. So that's good. 2 months of January will be gone by then. No major snowstorms. And actually today, this morning, the way it looked, that could have been a November day. Mid-November weather. So again, lucky that we're in December and getting that kind of weather instead of in November. Anyway, so that means it's kind of like 2 months of winter has gone, and we really haven't had a whole lot of problem with snow other than what we got just before Christmas. So, and that wasn't a whole lot either. Anyway, what am I doing today? I'm rambling about the weather, and I can't do nothing about it. So, what am I doing today? Well, I'm kind of working on Kablewie here. I'm kind of working on the case. Not necessarily working, just kind of doing some thinking. And what else did I do here? So they got a new scale for the bathroom scales in the house, because they didn't like this one anymore, and partly because the switch got broken off. It used to be just a little push-in switch. You just go like that, and it would come on and stay on for maybe 10 seconds, and then shut itself off. So they didn't like that anymore, so it was broke, and you had to take the 2 wires and touch them together and let them go, and it would work. Anyway, they had to buy a new one, so me, of course, keep everything. I took it out to the garage, and I found a switch, but not one that you could kind of just push in with your toe and let go again. So this one you have to click it on and click it off again. So the odd time I've wanted a scale out here for weighing something, because I don't have anything. I have a little scale here that I use sometimes, but it only goes up to 11 pounds. So this one here will go to a couple of 100,000, because it's me that gets on it sometimes. Anyway, So anyway, the new one is in the house, and they're all of them are all happy now that they got a new scale. So anyway, so I got myself one for out here. So I'll turn this thing on here again. Then you can see that the little zero comes on. So you click it on, and then you click it off again, and you just leave it. So now you then step on it before it goes off, and it'll tell you your weight. You got about 10 seconds, I think. There. So I put a new battery in it, and I'm still in the process of fixing up here a little bit. These corners were kind of pulling up, so I kind of put the goop to them. There's the goop up there. That's the one I used. So a little goop around and put some tape on it, and that's holding this corner down here. I took the tape off of that this morning, so I got to get the tape off of this corner and this corner. So all fixed up. I like doing stuff like that. People would normally throw stuff like that out, and I always try and fix it. Keep everything. Only cats, yeah. So what am I doing here? I think I might have mentioned before that I was kind of looking to get I never did get my flag on the back of this tractor yet. And I just haven't figured out a good way to do that yet. I will get it on eventually. But I thought that, as you might have seen me up at the Massey Ferguson 12 up there, that little taillights that's on the back on the left side, I've got a signal light flasher hooked to that. So when you turn on the lights, that taillight flashes, which is a lot better for being out at the road. Something that moves or flashes is easy for people to pick out. If it's just standing still or whatever, then it's hard to pick it out. That's why when you come to the construction zones, the people that have the stop and slow signs, they always move them back and forth so that you can see that, so that you're on the ball, in other words, and it's just easier for things to get picked out when they're moving or flashing. So my idea the other day was that the flasher that's in that Massey Ferguson tractor, I thought I should put one in this Kablewie here. So I found a flasher. I kind of thought I had one. So that's what I'm going to put in there. Now this flasher, I'm pretty sure, came out of that tractor because it wasn't working. But of course, I'm pretty sure I took it apart and I fixed it. It's been sitting in the drawer over there for years, and I knew it was there. Anyway, it's so you can see how loose it is, because I'm pretty sure I took it apart. I don't know if you can see the little screwdriver marks are not there, where I kind of pried the cover off. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I had fixed it. Anyway, I could go to the auto parts store and get another one, I suppose, but why would I do that if I have this one, I guess? So anyway, I'm going to mount this in the wire going to the rear lights, and that wire is right here. So I'll get that in, and then I'll get back to you. I would like to have it so that I could turn on the lights and have the back lights on steady, and have another switch to turn on the lights and have the lights on flashing. And I thought I could do it here, but I'm not sure. I'm not that great on the wiring end of it, so this switch here is for the lights. You push it up, lights come on. You come back to off, then you can push it down. So there is another terminal that the power comes out of when you do that. I hid this out and did some checking. So obviously that's not the original switch because it's not supposed to have that down function, only the up. Anyway, I was looking at that thinking that I wonder how I could wire that up so that the tail lights in the back just stay on, or go to that one and they flash, and I couldn't quite figure that out. Not quite. So anyway, I'm just going to mount it in the wire for now, and then when you turn this on this way, the lights will flash on the rear end. Now, my son is a lot better at this stuff, so I'm pretty sure he can figure that out. Anyway, I'll get back to you once I get it together. Oh, I'll turn it on here now, just show you. That's what we got for lights. And I get another problem too. I got my dash light don't work. That should come on with that and give you light down over around your controls here. Anyway, and then of course the headlights are on at the same time. All right, that's where I'll leave you at for now. I'll get back to you when I get done. In the meantime, I have another little project here for the case, and I've been thinking about this for a couple of years too. This doesn't really throw that far. You know, it's all right. You know, you can do the driveway and whatever, but you know how we are. We always want stuff to be more. Throw farther, go faster, dig deeper, or whatever, you know. That's just the way we are. So I have tried different things over the years I did try it on the John Deere over there. I tried modifying it somehow so it would throw further, but it didn't seem to work very well, so I have to do something else, I guess. Anyway, this, what I'm thinking is, this blower, it's 48 inches wide, and the opening is 8 inches. Now, on any other garden tractor, snow thrower or snow blower, the outlets are 6 inches. I can't really get over there and show you, but you can kind of tell that's only a 6-inch chute. And that's only 6 inches wide, big around, diameter, I should say. And we'll go over here. And that one is only 6 inches in diameter. Now this snow thrower here is basically the same as the case. It's got the same kind of auger and stuff. The only difference is it's 46 inches wide instead of 48. Now this one throws not too bad. Like I say, they all could throw further. That's the way we are. We want them to outperform everybody else. But anyway, I want to try something on that one, and I'll show you what I'm going to try and do here in a minute. Chute design makes a big difference in how snow gets thrown. Those are a poor chute design. That one and that one are both the same. So when the snow comes up out of there, it's basically hitting right here, and it's on an angle. So right off the bat, it's getting slowed down just because of where it's coming at us. But they use that style of chute on, obviously, John Deere and Jacobson. All kinds of snow blowers had them. Even the walk-behinds had them, that kind of a chute. This blower here would have had the same thing, but I modified it so this is a walk behind snow blower chute. So it's got more of a straight up and gradual turn to it, so it's not slowing the snow down as quick as those other ones do. So it's more free flowing, so easier for it to throw out and get a little more distance, I suppose. Now this blower, the thrower I should say, it works really well. It throws pretty good. I think it's the one that throws the farthest out of them all here. So the chute has been modified, and I've also modified the auger in this one. So anyway, I don't know, it's just something to keep the mind going, I guess. But anyway, I'll show you what I'm going to try and do here. And of course, I want to use something that I have that's used, I guess, because that's the way I am. But I want to test it first. My idea, I've got to test it. Then, if it works the way I think it would, or would help it, then I'll get something better and install it. So, what I'm hoping to do is to get an 8-inch or a 7-inch piece of pipe and install it so it goes in between here and shoves in and is bolted in with these two bolts. And it comes up and goes around. It would kind of sit in between this and this. And once I figure out if it's going to work or not, then I would attach it more so here, I guess. But anyway, when we come out to this end, it would be attached here. And because it's 8-inch inside here, what I want to do is make like a cone so that it comes down to 6 inches. So out at this edge, the pipe would be in 1 inch from this edge. Same thing on this side. So it would kind of come down like that. Now that has to be open on the bottom, because if you close them in, that don't work. I've tried that before too. And so I've got to make it so that it's almost the same depth and down to about here. But it's going to be out 1 inch from that. Inch here from this, and then come up, and then kind of gradually come up to the top, and then gradually come back out down here like that. Anyway, I don't know if that's a good explanation or not, but in other words, you're going to have something like that coming out that's cut off on the bottom, open. It would be open across from here to here, but be flared out at the back, so it's taking all the snow into it. Anyway, it's just a foolish thought ahead, and we'll see someday if that works or not. And I still got to try and make my power chute thing yet for this, so that's going to take more thinking. And now I've got my hands dirty. Look at that. See? Okay, so I'm going to shut you off there now, and I'll get back to you when I finish up Kablewie here. So I'll show you what I'm doing here. Got the shrink wrap here. My son got me that. You can see I don't use it too much. And so I'm going to, I took off the little plastic pieces off the connectors. I'm gonna solder those on there, and then put the shrink wrap right up to the end of the connector. Right there, and then shrink it. Same thing on this one. I got the light in the way. How am I going to get out of that now? There now, just like that. So it will be all soldered and then shrink wrapped, and I hope it'll shrink enough that we'll go around a small part here. So that's what we're going to do. Don't think I'm forgetting anything else. I got my little microjet torch and some solder and some soldering paste. Now, I was thinking this morning when I looked at this can, I was doing something else, I guess, yesterday or something with it. I've had that can, I think, for probably 40 or 50 years. And it's probably got about a quarter of the flux left back in it yet. Yeah, it's been around a long time, that's a lot. All right, I'll get back to you here once I get things soldered up. All right, all soldered up here now. And we'll see if we can get the shrink wrap on, and I'll take you back when I'm done with that. All right, I got one done there, so I'll see if I can show you the other one once I get the flame going here. There. It turned out pretty good. I didn't know if that would shrink that much, but it does, for sure. Yeah, look at the camera out here. Sorry about the moving around here. It's just an awkward spot, I guess. So there we go. There now, all shrink wrapped. There, so now I gotta try maybe hold it up somewhere maybe. But we're gonna try it now and see if it'll work. Got the sun coming in the window there. There now, that'll be a lot better out on the highway when I'm out there trying to blow snow. And the people are coming up the road at whatever speed, they might see me now. That's great. Good to have that done. Now I just got to find a spot to put that. Oh, I got to fix that me dash light yet. I don't understand what's going on there. I tried a couple of different bulbs and I wiggled all the wires and don't know what's going on there. And now that I think of it, something tells me that that's one of those lights that you'd have on under your engine bonnet. So when you put the engine bonnet up, the light would come on. It's like a mercury switch inside it somewhere. So it'll only come on when it's in a certain position. I think. That's what I kind of think. So I'll have to do a little thinking about that maybe. So I think it used to flash a bit sometimes because of the mercury going back and forth, making connection and not connection. Anyway, I'll get a look at that, see what happens there. If I get it going, I'll bring you back and show you. All right, so we're back again here now. We got her fixed up. I should have done this in the first place, I guess, but anyway, I had two bulbs that I tried in it. One was in it, and the orange one was another one that I tried. Both didn't work. But if you looked at them, I couldn't see anything wrong with the filament in it. So it kind of threw me for a loop. Anyway, I got another bulb and I checked it with the continuity tester, the same as I did with those two. And when I checked those two with the continuity, no continuity. So I checked the new bulb that's in there now for continuity, and it had continuity. So we'll turn her on here and we'll see what happens. There we go. So there, if you're out at night time, you got some light to see your controls. So I just got to fit this up somewhere instead of having it hanging and dangling there like that. So I got to do something with that. Anyway, that's going to be about the end of the video today. Not too exciting, that's for sure, but anyway, it's just something. Anyway, my other thought, I was hoping to get back at this today, but I didn't. I don't want to buy anything, that's my problem, I guess. So I got to try and find something here that I can use first. Like I could go to the hardware store and buy an 8-inch piece of smoke pipe, 12 inches long, and make it fit and try it. But holy cats, I think the way prices are going nowadays, a little piece of pipe like that would be probably 40 or 50 bucks. So I'd kind of like to try something first, just to see if it's going to be any help or not, and then go buy something if I have to make it work. So my thinking is, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but I think the ones that have the 6-inch opening, there's a little bit more pressure coming out because of the smaller opening. And this one with the 8-inch opening, there's no pressure there. And sometimes, I don't know if you fellows watch snowblowing videos. I'd watch an awful lot of snowblowing videos. And some snow throwers throw it out just like it's a continuous packed snow that's exactly the shape of the chute, whether it's round or square, or a rectangle, I should say. And then there's other snow throwers like the ones I have here that's just kind of heave it out and the snow all kind of blows apart as it comes out, where on some of those other, more of the commercial type snow blowers and throwers that do that, that just comes out just like in a stream that's exactly the shape of the chute, and the snow doesn't fall apart until it gets a long ways away from the machine. So, pressure again, I guess, so I don't know. I'm just rambling on foolish here today. So, that'll be upcoming video, I guess, on that sometime. So, I will cut her off there, and have a great day, wherever you're at and whatever you're doing. And today is Friday. Today is, I think it's January. I'll have to look to make sure. January 11th? No, January 10th. So we're moving along in January, that's for sure. So, all right. There's my little fix for today.